big spring cut into half. So the spring constant of each spring will become 2k, and if these two springs are fitted in parallel to each other, so the combination k dash will become k1, sorry, k1 plus k2, so 2k plus 2k, it becomes 4k. So the new value of time period be t dash 2 pi root over m by k dash. New value of k is k dash. By replacing the value of k dash as 4k and taking the square root of 4 outside, so 2, so becomes pi by m by k. So t dash is equal to pi into m by k. Now that means it is equal to t by 2. So if the original spring had a time constant or time period of t, because t is equal to what, 2 pi root over m by k, this is pi root over m by k, that means it becomes t by 2. So this is the value of, or the relation between t and t dash. T was 2 pi root over m by k, so t by 2 is pi of root over m by k. This becomes t by 2. Second problem, suppose we take two springs, mass m, the spring constant is k1, another spring with spring constant of k2, and the same mass is suspended from the second spring also, that is mass of small m. Now the question is the periodic the time period of oscillation, or the periodic time of oscillation for this is t1 and this is t2, or rather the time period of oscillation is t1 and t2. Now if this same mass is hung from a series combination of these two springs, if the two springs are kept in series and the same mass m is hung from it, what happens to the new time period? What happens to the new time period t? Now first of all we have to find out the value of k1 in terms of t2 and mass m, sorry, t1 and mass m. Similarly for the second spring, the value of, or the relation between k2, t2 and m. Now what is t1? We can write 2 pi root over m by k1. So squaring it, we get t1 square is equal to 4 pi square m by k1. So k1 is equal to 4 pi square m by t1 square. Similarly for k2 we can write 4 pi square m by t2 square. And for the series combination of those two springs, we know the equivalent k, or rather the equivalent spring constant for these two springs will be, if they are in series, it becomes k1 k2 by k1 plus k2, equivalent formula. Now replacing the formula here, we get um, k is equal to, we can write 1 by k also, 1 by k is equal to 1 by k1 plus 1 by k2. We follow that formula, it will be very easier from that point of view. 1 by k is equal to 1 by k1 plus 1 by k2. So 1 by k means t square by 4 pi square m is equal to t1 square by 4 pi square m plus t2 square is equal to 4 pi square m. So the denominator becomes equal for the left and the right hand sides. That means t square is equal to t1 square plus t2 square. That means t is equal to square root of t1 plus t2. So this is the expression for t for the combined springs. Now another 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 problem, infinite springs. We can take infinite springs. That means infinite springs with force constants k, 2k, 4k, 8k. They are respectively connected in series. So infinite springs in series with spring constants, suppose k 2k, 4k, 8k, suppose in this fashion. So calculate the effective force constant of the spring, that is the infinite spring. So 1 by k, or the equivalent of all the springs, that is 1 by k is equal to 1 by k plus 1 by 2k, that means 1 by k dash, suppose 1 by 4k, 1 by 8k, and so on up to infinity or infinity. Now this we can say is an infinite GP, infinite geometric progression. The formula of the summation will be a into 1 minus r, r less than 1. So we can write here 1 by k dash is equal to the first 1 by k. What was k? We can take the common 1 by k. So 1 plus half plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8 up to infinity. So for the infinite GP series, what is the formula? A by 1 minus r. What is A? A is the first term, 1, and r is half. That means half by 1 or 1 by 4 by half. That means the ratio of the two terms, half 1 or 1 by 4 half. It becomes 1 minus half. So 1 by k into 2. So k dash is equal to k by 2. The value of k dash will be equal to k by 2. So for infinite spring, so infinite amount of springs, infinite number of springs rather, the value of k dash or the equivalent spring constant will be half of the first spring, that is k, with spring constant k. Now fourth problem. Now this problem can be divided into three cases. I will start discussing case by case. Now this is a figure which is showing a system consisting of a massless pulley. This pulley is a massless pulley from which spring of force constant k is equal to, suppose take it to be 4000 Newton per meter. The spring constant k is 4000 Newton per meter. A block of mass m, suppose we can take 1 kg or 2 kg or 3 kg, you can take it. If the block is slightly displaced vertically, displacement of the block is vertically downward, slight displacement. Now the block is at its equilibrium position at this moment when the force has not been applied. Now when the force is applied, the block displaces downwards from its equilibrium position and released. Now they have asked to find out the frequency of its vertical oscillation in this case. So what we have to find out? Frequency of vertical oscillations. So vertical oscillations will take place. So the tension here from the pulley moves downwards, from the block it moves upwards. So this pulley is fixed. This is a fixed pulley. The string is inextensible. The pulley is massless. So when this mass m is displaced by suppose y naught. Suppose the displacement is y naught. The spring will stretch by y. The spring is going to stretch by a distance or displacement of suppose y. There is no mass between the string and the spring. Between the string and the spring, there is no extra mass. The pulley is massless here. So we can write F is equal to T. That means F, the force on the spring, or rather the force used on the spring, F is equal to the tension force here. So restoring force is linear. And so motion of this mass m will be linear simple harmonic motion with frequency n is equal to 1 by t. We know that 1 by 2 pi root over, we know it, k by m. So 1 by 2 pi, what is k? I suppose it was taken to be 4000 by m. So not m, it was taken as 1 kg, 1, not m, it is 1. So the value approximately here will be 20 10 hertz. So k by m Value of K was taken to be 4000. Value of M was 1 kg. So square root of 4000 multiplied by 1 by 2 pi gives 10 hertz. You can take this to be, suppose, case A. Now case B. The diagram has been slightly changed. The spring is from the top. Now this is a different pulley. The previous pulley was fixed and massless. Now this pulley is not fixed. This pulley is movable. It is a movable pulley. Uh, this mass M moves the distance y. This distance, the mass moves the distance of y downwards. The pulley will move a distance of y by 2. As this moves y, so the pulley will move a distance of y by 2. So if the force in the spring, in spring, the spring, the spring of value of K, spring constant, force of F. So what is the force in spring? It is equal to 2T, T plus T. The force on the spring is T plus T. So force in spring is 2T. So F is equal to 2T, T is equal to F by 2. Now what is the value of F here? Value of F is equal to K into Y by 2. K into Y by 2. So replacing the value of K here, we get T is equal to K into Y by 4. So value of T is K into 1 by Y by 4. So restoring force on mass M, restoring force, we can write restoring force on mass M. T is equal to 1 by 4 ky is equal to, suppose k by 4 is taken to be k dash, or compare with that equivalent spring, so becomes k dash is equal to k by 4. So the frequency n, 1 by 2 pi root over k dash by m. 1 by 2 pi root over k dash means k by 4. So k by 4 m, that means n by 2. In the previous case, the value of n was 10 hertz by 2, that means 5 hertz. So the value of the frequency for this case will be NB is equal to 5 hertz. You can write this as NB because this is case number B. Now case number C. In this situation, if the mass M moves by y, moves by distance y, the pulley will also move by y. The pulley will also shift by a distance of y. So the spring will the spring will be stretched by distance of 2y. The string is inextensible, so the spring will stretch by 2y. The displacement of mass m is y. The displacement of this pulley is also y downwards. So the spring will stretch by 2y because y on this spring and y on this spring. So 2y. So spring will stretch by 2y. So T dash is also equal to F is equal to 2 ky. The spring displacement is 2y. So k into 2y. So 2 ky. Now as the pulley is massless, so what is the value of T? Or rather we can say F plus T dash. So equal to 2 ky plus 2 ky becomes 4 ky. So the tension T dash becomes 4 ky. So restoring force on mass M, restoring force on mass M is equal to uh, mm, tension is equal to 4ky equal to k dash y. So k dash becomes equal to 4k. So frequency C is equal to 1 by 2 pi root over k dash by m, or rather 1 by 2 pi root over k dash means 4k by m. That means taking the square root of 4 outside, that is 2. 2 and 2 gets cancelled. So 1 by pi root over k by m. Nc is equal to in this form, or rather we can say it be 2Na. That means 2 into 10, Na was 10, 20 hertz.